Hello, welcome. So this is my week 6 update. Wow, how is it 6 weeks already? It's going really quickly, isn't it? We are just out for a little walk. We're kind of, yeah, they're doing trees. They're kind of deforesting. But it's a plantation, so they kind of do. They do that. They replant, I promise. Anyway, so yeah, so week 6. So update, weigh in, seeing how things are going. What I thought I'd talk about today as well is something that's been we've been talking about a lot over the last 6 weeks. Is Mounjaro versus alcohol. Yeah, it's something that we have really kind of noticed a difference with over the last 6 weeks. Just getting straight into it really. So we do like a drink, as I've said right at the beginning, from the start of this. We do like to have a beverage. Who doesn't? And we over the last 6 weeks, over the last couple of weeks really, been really reflecting on how much our activities, what we do, always ended up, oh, we need to be back because we need to go and have a beer, or well, like I say, either go to the pub or get some beers in. And that sort of mindset has really changed over these last 6 weeks. It's bizarre, and it's not out of trying to keep off it, because what I've said right from the beginning, so I'm just trying to avoid some mud, is I try to keep this as real as possible and as normal as possible, because what we don't want to do is get to the end, get all this weight off, and then start introducing things again, like say a few beers or a few treats here and there, and then it all going back on. So what we've been trying to do is keep it in moderation. So you'll see in my earlier videos, first of all, what I do need to do is just flip this round, because we've just come to, it's always really muddy, this bit. So yeah, so let's just, oh, am I going to go over there as well? Are we going to be able to get back?
You don't have to get, I'll go and have a look while you talk.
Okay. We've done this previously and ended up with my foot right in the water. Anyway, so back to me. What was I saying? Booze. Yeah, so right at the beginning, like I say, you've seen we've been down to, when we've been to London, when we've been up to Bakewell, we've always then popped in, had a couple of beers. But what we've found over the last probably 3 weeks is that we're just not enjoying it. And I don't know if that's a mindset of being healthy, mindset change of wanting this to work and really, really trying hard for the injections to work, and to, like I say, it's not cheap. And this is a short-term solution to help us to get where we want to be. So, or is it the actual Mounjaro that is suppressing our enjoyment of alcohol? It's really strange, because we do, like this weekend past, so I was doing some pottering about in the garden. I was painting the fence, trying to start to get ready for some nice weather to turn up. And the first thing I would do after I've done some manual labour would be to crack a beer. Then we'd have some more, maybe a cheeky wine. But I came inside, had a cup of tea and a Vimto, and didn't even cross my mind, which is not a bad thing. Then we do like to kind of on a Friday, so last Friday we like to go at 5 o'clock as soon as I finish work. We like to just pop up to the local, have a few beers, come home. We don't go out, far too old and kind of need to be in bed early, so don't kind of go out. It's always a tea time. So even then, I think we had 3 drinks. So Stuart had 3, I had 2.5, because I just couldn't stomach it. It's really quite sad, I'm not going to lie, because we really do enjoy that. See, previously, before kind of Mounjaro, it would have been a couple more beers, so it might have been 4 or 5 at a push, then probably get a kebab on the way home, and quite possibly a cheeky wine or a G&T when I got in the house. So, to then change all of that, and as I say, it's not for want to try it, I'm not going to lie.
Apart from the kebab.
Yeah, apart from the kebab, but it is, yeah, it's very, very alien. And so today's Saturday morning, so we thought, well, do you know what, we'll give it another try last night. So we went up again, 5 o'clock, had quite a stressy, busy week at work. And that is generally my go-to. I'm not kind of a stress eater. I'm more of a stress drinker. Sounds like something like AA, isn't it, this? But then so we went up last night. So do you know what? We'll just give it a go, see. And I had 1 pint, because I'm a pint drinker. I'm sorry. I just don't see the point in halves. So I had a pint and basically chewed it down. So then Stuart had another one, I had a glass of wine. Thought, because we've been talking about this quite a lot, is it the volume, because we drink pints, is it the actual volume of fluid that we are consuming? Because that's what we've kind of thought about. Or is it the actual alcohol? So we kind of said last night, as we kept, like I say, we had our 2 drinks, did not enjoy it. It was lovely being out, and I like the social side of it, of being out, and that's what we're both kind of almost craving a little bit after a week at home and work and stuff. It's nice just to go and get out. So then we kind of thought about it. I was like, I'm quite happy, and we're both quite happy and easily, when we kind of make a drink at home, just some juice and Vimto or water, we'll literally, I can down a pint and has no implications. So our theory about it being the amount of volume of beer that we're drinking, probably not. So I have kind of heard kind of people talking about Mounjaro and the effects it has on kind of addictions and things. Obviously it helps to suppress your food kind of cravings, but is it also, I think they're doing testing, I'm not quite sure, I've not researched it too much, actually about being used for other addictions as well, and for alcohol and drinking. Do you know what? I think it'd do people the world of good, because it's definitely having an effect on us, on not wanting, like I say, as Stuart will say, it's ruined beer for him. For now. So yeah, and it's a weird one, but what I will say is the difference in kind of in our physical kind of feelings, mental well-being, everything, sleep is being so much better without it, as well. It's like last night I had 2 drinks and it was, I didn't sleep at all. I was awake at, I was awake at 2, but then feeling really grotty after 2 drinks. But yeah, so I think it's thing. So I think next weekend we may go to, we've got a lovely little hotel close by, probably just go up there, sit on the terrace and probably have a cup of tea or a soft drink, rather than, or maybe try G&T, just a little one. I'll keep you posted, see how that goes as well. So kind of alcohol to one side, that's kind of my talk about that and how we're kind of doing that. So like I say, we are out on our little walk. Very positive week this week, as it has been for the last few weeks, to be perfectly honest. Those non-scale wins are absolutely fantastic, and it's kind of started. We can definitely see it on Stuart. He is just, he's wasting away. His tummy's going, and also I'll show you. So let me just flip you around. Oh no, flip you around that way. So this is me. So this t-shirt is always been quite fitting, shall we say, and kind of, it's getting a little bit baggy.
Far too big.
It's far too big, but it's fine for walking. It's fine. But it's really sad because it's my Luke Coombe ones and I really, really like it. So yeah, I'll have to start tucking it in when I can do that in my jeans. And these trousers need runners as well, so I've got these, but these are getting really quite baggy. I've got my thingy on today because it was a bit chilly, but these are even starting to get baggy around the top, and without this top on underneath I'm always having to hook them up because these are starting to get a bit bigger as well. My jeans, so I've got, as I said in my last one, I've got my fat jeans. Those are put away now. I am not wearing those ever again. So my mid jeans are feeling so much more looser. They're easier because they're like a really weird fastening, so that I can actually fasten them now without trying to hook them around. But then my size 16 jeans, wore them again this morning. So yeah, getting there very slowly. As well, so really pleased. Thing is, I'm gonna have to go shopping for more tops. I'm gonna need more t-shirts, but I've got some in my drawers and things, because it's kind of, this time last year did lose, probably I think I'm about half a stone off where I was this time last year before we went on holiday. So we went to Italy last year and I bought a load of new clothes for then, so hoping I'll be able to get into some of those, and I want to surpass where I was clearly last year. So yeah, so that's kind of, fingers crossed, we're going to need some more clothes shopping as well. Cool. And hi. So I think we're going to head up a little bit more. So, what else did I want to say? Oh, weight loss. Actually, what did the scales say this week? Wow, I was really surprised. So I have lost another 4 pounds. I'm going to say 4 pounds. It was 3.9 again, but I'm going with the 4 because I'm rounding it up. So, massive 4 pounds. I am absolutely over the moon. with that. So that gives me a grand total in 6 weeks of £21. So a stone and a half in 6 weeks. I'm absolutely gobsmacked with this. It's yeah, like I say, those non-scale wins are just as important as actually the scale coming down as well. Feeling so much better. It's just it's night and day, really. Sleeping much better without the alcohol. And we figured it out. You figured it out, didn't you? It's kind of so stone and a half is 10 kilograms, and I've got a kettlebell that I've been using, and that's really heavy. So I've actually lost that kettlebell off my body, and I'm absolutely over the moon. Could I have done it without Mounjaro? I don't think I can. I'm not going to lie. However, I've just ordered my next month's pen, so that'll be going into month 3. I've been really naughty. I've switched over online pharmacy of where I've been getting it from. I've switched over to, got to say this right, MedExpress. I keep calling it Medivet. But I've switched over to MedExpress. There are lots of other online pharmacies as well. But I've I've decided to stick with a 2.5 for now. So that'll be 3 months on 2.5. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm wanting, as I've said previously, I want to use this as a tool and not to be fully reliant on that suppression of hunger. I still want to be able to manage when I'm feeling hungry and how much I'm actually eating. So for now, I'm sticking with 2.5. I will see how that goes. Like I say, it's never say never, but that's where I'm at the moment. Have got a code I will put in as well, so if you, like I say, it's there and you can get discount as well. What I found as well is another reason why I've switched over is they laugh at me, but I use Top Cashback as well, and can actually get cashback on my orders. So again, I'll put a code in there. I don't know if anybody's ever used that before, but it's fantastic. I've because I shop a lot online, so I've earned quite a bit over the last few years with it. So I'll pop the things in the comments below for that as well. So we're just coming out onto the road till we get back off the main road. Hi, so we are still well about halfway through our walk now. We might notice a bit of a difference in the in the audio. So like I say, I've got me very swanky. Move my camera. Can't even move my camera. Doing it upside down. Look. Microphone. So I thought it was being really good. Getting it all on, using my magnet and everything. Which knobhead forgot to turn it on. Me. And the lovely supportive words of encouragement from Stuart there. Yay! So it's on now. Put my camera back up a little bit now. Oh, I'm all over the place, look. There we go. So yeah, ever so supportive of my faux pas. Anyway, we're back on and we have proper audio this time. Right, so we have made a decision to extend our walk. So what we were going to do, come up off the road, but we've decided to go down the golf course, but we've decided to come the long way. So we're just going to go down this road and back round. So it's going to probably add another mile on, yeah. So it should be about up to 6 miles. I'll show you a little bit of a view. Wayne Manor over there in the distance as well. There's a very handsome chap there. Yay! So yeah, so we should be coming in about 6 miles for our walk today. So this is what I was talking about earlier with alcohol and activities. So olders would have got this walk done so that we could also come in the village in the right direction and stop at the pub for some light refreshments. But that's the old us. This is a new us. We're like deciding to put on an extra mile onto our walk and then go home. It's like our decision the other week when we were up in the peaks to stay. We'd done our lovely walk, but then we're like, oh, let's stay again so we can go and have a beer. So it's those little decisions, isn't it, that kind of change and your perspective changes and opens up so much more as well. So it's definitely a positive, and also financially as well. Saving us bloody fortune as well. Right, so let's just go back to, so this week, like I say, brilliant weight loss, £4 off, boom. So what have I done? So I've kind of stuck with the kind of the same sort of menu. As I talked about last week, actually, I showed you kind of our weekly shop and the types of things that we are eating, cooking. So I've kind of stuck with that because it seems to be a bit of a winning formula at the moment. We did have, so last Friday we did have our first bit of chocolate, 6 weeks. We had a cream egg. Eek. It was yummy, really, really nice, but I felt so sick afterwards. So definitely won't be rushing to have another cream egg anytime soon. I think it's because we've been like basically cut out most sugar, and then to have, apart from beer, and then to have kind of that small little egg of sugar was, I think it's a bit much. But we've also, this is again how much we've changed. So our youngest's friend is a baker and brought 5 of the most amazing chocolate cookies that she'd baked. Oh my God, I just kind of opened the box and just had to smell them because, oh my God, they were delicious, smelled delicious. So, not being wanting to be rude, we did kind of cave a little bit. But whereas old us would have ploughed straight into those and just annihilated them, gone, poof, disappeared. Not even second thought, probably looking for more.
Yeah.
However, what we did do we had one cookie between us. We chopped it in half, and then we chopped it in half again. So, and had a quarter after dinner. So we literally had a cup of tea and a quarter of a cookie. And to be honest, it was enough. They were delicious though. Oh my God, absolutely nommy. And then we had the other half the next day. A quarter. Yeah, so yeah, shared it between us. How crazy is that, right? One cookie between us over 2 days. However, like I've said, I keep saying, I feel like I'm repeating myself, it's not cutting out the treats altogether. It's about having moderation, and then when you've kind of got that little itch, you've got to scratch it. So the chocolate was definitely a thing for me last week. This week has been chips. I love chips, love potatoes, but we've not been having any. But we did have a little treat last night as well. And tomorrow we are going to be going out. Morning. We're actually going out for Sunday lunch with the in-laws, so which is going to be lovely, but it's also going to be eating out, and they don't know that we are using the Mounjaro, so they just know we're on a diet and kind of exercising. So it's going to be quite interesting on how they react to how little we probably will eat. But we'll stick with the vegetables. It's going to have a Sunday roast, I think, so kind of calorific wise it's going to be fine. It's just getting in kind of a decent amount of food without being wasteful as well. So food wise, absolutely. I'll give you an update next week actually on how that goes.
What exercise have you done this week?
What exercise have I done this week? Okay, so I have been doing more walking. So at the beginning of my introduction, I told you a lot about kind of how I've lost weight previously, and it's all been through copious amounts of running and cycling, and it's just cray. So I've been trying to get back into running, but I don't want to rely on running to get the weight off. It's got to be through food and exercise that I can maintain. So I've actually kind of made that decision to stick with walking. I'm absolutely loving it. There's no pressure. It's not a chore. Whereas when running, it's a chore. I find it a chore because I've never really enjoyed it. I just did it to get the bling at the end of my races, and I've never been very good. I'm always really slow. And funny thing, so I've been doing I've got a 3 mile block. So I've done that 3 times during the week before work. And it was really quite sad that I was looking at my watch on the pace that I was doing walking. And it was only actually, I think, about 3 minutes slower than my running pace. So I think I'm going to stick to walking because it's much more enjoyable than running. And plus my knees really holding up as well. I feel like I'm strengthening my knee, my back as well through the walking. So I've kind of stuck with that. I've also done kettlebells this week. So that's kind of important to try and kind of keep that muscle strength and build some muscles, because I'm very conscious of losing all my muscle mass quite rapidly. So just need to, but it's something again, feels like a bit of a chore, but I need to do it, and I know it's important we've kind of had that conversation, haven't we, today, kind of walking around, because Stuart's still running at the minute, but we need to do more strength and conditioning as well. So that is, got a motorbike coming behind us, I don't know if you can hear it, as well. Okay, so motorbike's gone.
Is your mic still on?
My mic's still on. Yes, it is still on. I didn't turn it on. Thank you very much. I'm not going to live it down now. Right, yes, so strength conditioning, really important. But it's kind of thinking about the exercise, thinking about the food. It's just kind of reiterating that this is not a miracle drug that you can stab into yourself and then sit on your backside and hope it works. You have to work at it. That's what's working for us. Like I say, I can't advise or do any recommendations or anything, but I'm just talking about what's working for me and for Stuart as well. So you still have to work. You still have to really think about what you're eating, as well as moving. It's vital. It's vital. It's not going to work otherwise. As well. So keep moving, keep smiling, keep positive. For it, it's doing its thing. I've started to kind of tell more people now. I've said I've been quite conscious and self-conscious of what I'm doing, but I've kind of shared my little journey on my channel with my amazing team at work. They didn't laugh too much, which is fantastic. If you're watching, thanks guys.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. But it's been really good actually to kind of talk to my girls at work as well, because we've kind of opened up a bit of a discussion actually as well about, because we work at home and we're literally, the nature of our job sees us sat behind our desks a lot. So that's kind of, I've been working at home now for a good 5 years plus. And before that, I was either sat at home or driving for 2 hours and then sat in an office. So sat a lot, very sedentary. So it's really good because it's kind of opened up a discussion now. Right, what can we do to keep active whilst we're working? So that's been really good to so kind of looking at things that what we can do as a team, which has been really, really good. So yeah, like I say, any questions you have, any comments, please pop them in. I'm more than happy to kind of chat with you. And yeah, please like and subscribe. Do the girl a favour.
Sure.
That'd be amazing. I love seeing those numbers kind of slowly, very, very, very slowly creep up. But please do. And I'll catch you soon. Week 7. Yay. Take care. Bye.